You opened that envelope, and maths or English, or maybe both, didn't go the way you wanted. Before you spiral, I need you to hear this. It is not the end of the road, not even close. Here's the truth nobody tells you in that moment. In England, the law actually has your back here. You are required to keep studying until you're 18, which sounds like a punishment, but it actually means the system is built to keep moving you forward, not leave you stuck. Today, I'm breaking down exactly what your options are and how each one keeps every door open. First, let's clear up the actual rules, because they depend on both your grades and the type of course you're on. If you are on a full-time college programme, like a standard BTEC or a set of A-levels, the rule is that you'll need to resit the GCSEs you missed. However, if you are a part-time student, for example, if you're doing an apprenticeship or a shorter, more focused course, you often get more flexibility. In that situation, you can choose between resitting the GCSE or moving to functional skills instead. And just so you know, if you walked away with a grade 2 or below, functional skills becomes an option for you straight away, regardless of your course status. Functional skills is a level 2 qualification, equivalent to a grade 4 pass, but instead of a graded exam, it's pass or fail, more focused on real-world application than exam technique, and you can sit it multiple times a year instead of being limited to one resit window. Quick gut check: if exam pressure and timed papers genuinely aren't your thing, functional skills might actually suit how your brain works better than a traditional GCSE resit ever did. One honest warning here: not every university treats these the same way. Most apprenticeships, colleges and employers accept functional skills without question. But if you're eyeing a specific university course down the line, it is worth double-checking their entry requirements, because some still ask for the GCSE specifically. Here's the bit that actually matters most. Neither of these routes locks you out of anything. Pass your maths and English at this stage, and every single pathway in this series, T-levels, BTECs, apprenticeships, is still completely open to you. In fact, loads of students use a level 2 course alongside their resit as a stepping stone into a level 3 course the following year. You're not behind, you're just on a slightly different rung of the same ladder as everyone else. If this took even a little bit of pressure off, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this reach the next student who needs to hear it. Whatever grade you walked away with, the door to a great future is still wide open. You just might be taking a slightly different route to it. Speaking of routes, in this next video, I'm covering one of the most underrated options out there, T-levels. Most Year 11s have genuinely never heard of them, and they could be exactly what you're looking for. Subscribe, and I'll see you there.